So in 1998, I was struck by a Chevy Astro van going 59 miles an hour when I was walking across the road. I had a compound comminuted fracture in my left leg, so it blew my leg completely apart.
Kellen was 16 years old then. Now, nearly 20 years later, he wears a computer-assisted external fixator to straighten and lengthen his left leg.
I had doctor's appointments every week with Dr. Owen for the first month to kind of determine how my leg was doing and start working on adjustments. And then I had daily adjustments to help work on straightening my leg.
What this allows us to do, as opposed to if we put a plate or a screw in on the inside that we can't change after it's on, this allows us to manipulate, and by these struts we can allow it to change and to allow us to correct a deformity.
Kellen needs to make daily adjustments to his device. He gets those directions through a prescription app on his smartphone. Once he clicks into the app, each day is color-coded to match the knobs on his device. Once he's finished with the daily adjustment, it'll tell him how much time he has left.
Carilion Clinic orthopedic trauma surgeon Dr. Trevor Owen specializes in correcting limb deformities.
The shortest treatment time is usually around 8 weeks or so, to the extent of I've had people in frames for about 1.5 years for much more complicated deformities.
The X-ray from Kellen's first visit shows a visible bow to his shin bone or tibia. Software is used to manipulate this image to determine how straight his leg will be at the end of his treatment.
The second week, Dr. Owen cleared me to go back to lifting weights and to start swimming. So I've been swimming every 2 days, 3 days. I swim and I lift 3 days a week.
This is one treatment option to help correct a deformity and to try to give them back their quality of life that they had prior to their accident.
With a wife, Jamie, and 8-month-old Maddie at home, change is slow. But 3 months into the process, in December, the results are exciting for the Smiths.
This is his X-ray today, and now you can see that this bone is nice and straight all the way up.
Then, after 3 more months, during his February visit, this image showed the progress Dr. Owen was waiting for. And only 6 days later, we were with Kellen in pre-op and then with Dr. Owen as the surgery began to remove the frame from Kellen's leg, so the next step in his healing could begin. And 2 weeks post-op, Kellen is about to be finished with these crutches.
Having a leg that's even, having hips that are even, having, my back is even, that's a huge, huge deal.
Finally, this frame-free follow-up is a time to say thanks.
I know for a fact that, in 20 years, I'm gonna be like, golly day, thank goodness for Dr. Owen. So I have nothing but great things to say about he and his team.